I will discuss about the president election. Here you will be able to understand what are the process and procedure of president's election or president of India. Okay, who elects president of India? What is the term of office of president of India? And when is the election? When is the election of office of president of India held? And who elects president of India? What is the term of president of India? These all important questions where you will be able to understand. And other important questions are who conduct election to office president of India. Okay. What electoral system process is followed for the election to the office of president of India? What are the qualifications required by a candidate to contest the election to office of president of India? And other important questions which always remain in our mind are: is the value of vote of each electorate or voter is same? How is the value of vote of member of electoral college calculated? Okay, and other important question is it compulsory for elector at a president election to mark his preference for all candidates? Are the provision of anti-defection law applicable in presidential election or not? And other important question is oath and affirmation by president, procedure for impeachment of president. So here you will be able to understand all these questions and will be able to understand doubts with regard to president of India. So let's look at the first question is who elect president of India? And the answer of this: president is elected by an electoral college which consists of, so now please note down, president is elected by an electoral college. Okay, electoral college. इलेक्टोरल कॉलेज में कौन कौन आता है और विच कंसिस्ट ऑफ द इलेक्टेड members of both house of parliament. So in electoral college there are member of Lok Sabha as well as Rajya Sabha which are elected. Okay, an elected member of legislative assemblies of all state. So elected member of legislative assembly of states as well as NCT of Delhi and Union Territory of Puducherry. यहाँ के जो MLA होते हैं वो भी इसमें पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं. ये जो प्रोविज़न है ये दिया गया है आर्टिकल 54 ऑफ द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. So you have to remember this important information. Information is that president is elected by an electoral college, and electoral college is consist with both houses of parliament. Okay, member of both houses of parliament as well as elected member of legislative assemblies and all state. Okay, and also NCT of Delhi, Union Territory of Puducherry, and this all information or is written in Constitution of India under in Article 54. So remember this article. And the second most important question is what is the term of office of president? So what is the term of office of president? President shall hold office for term of 5 years. Okay, so remember this, 5 years is the term for president from the date on which he enters upon his office. Okay, he shall however continue to hold office notwithstanding the expiry of his term until his successor enter his office. Okay, if suppose election is not held in at a time and there is no new president, till that the president which was in office will remain in office. Okay, this is also given in article 56 of constitution. इट मीन्स इन इजी टर्म इज दैट प्रेसिडेंट जो है वो 5 साल के लिए इलेक्टेड होता है। ओके, एक इलेक्टोरल कॉलेज के द्वारा, और उसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि 5 साल कंप्लीट हो जाते हैं तो वो उसको रिज़ाइन देना पड़ेगा, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। जब तक दूसरा इलेक्शन होकर नया प्रेसिडेंट नहीं आ जाता है तब तक वो अपने ऑफिस में रहता है, चाहे टाइम 5 साल से ज़्यादा हो जाए। And another important question is, when is election of office of President of India held? Is there any time limit? If yes, then what is? Under the provision of subsection 3, section 4 of the Presidential and Vice President Election Act 1952. So you can remember this. Notification calling the election to the office of President can be issued by Election Commission of India or Election Commission on day within the period of 60 days before the expiry of term of office of the outgoing president. So you have to remember this important point. Election schedule shall be so fixed that the president elect is able to enter upon his office on the day following the expiry of term of the outgoing president. So you have to remember this information. So it is all about office of President of India held. When is the election of office of President of India held? Look at here other important informations which are given here with regard to president election. And the question is, who conduct election to the office of President of India? The answer is under Article 324. Article 324 Constitution of India. Okay, the authority to conduct election to office of President of India is vested in Election Commission of India. So Election Commission of India conducts the election to the office of President of India. Okay, the other important question is, what electoral system process is followed for the election to the office of President of India? सिस्टम पूछ रहा है, व्हाट इज द प्रोसीजर एंड सिस्टम फॉर द इलेक्शन ऑफ प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया? इज इट डायरेक्टली इलेक्टेड बाय पीपल ऑफ इंडिया और इज देयर एनी अदर प्रोविजन प्रोसीजर? सो लुक एट हियर, एज पर आर्टिकल 55 क्लॉज 3 ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया, election of president shall be held in accordance with the system of proportional representation, which is also same for Vice President of India, but not all members participate in the election of Vice President of India, which participates in the election of President of India. So look at here, by means of single transferable vote, voting at such election shall be done by secret ballot. So you have to remember this important point. Voting is done by a secret ballot paper. Another important question is, What are the qualifications required by a candidate to contest election to the office of the President of India? So look at the important qualifications which are essential for a member if he wants to participate in the election of President of India or wants to become candidate for the election of President of India. He has to require certain important qualifications which are under Article 58. A candidate should fulfill following eligibility condition to contest the election to the office of President of India. The first important information is must be citizen of India, must have completed 35 year age, must be eligible to be member of Lok Sabha, should not be holding any office of profit under the government of India or government of any state or under any local or other authority subject to control of any said government. Okay. However, the candidate may be holding the office of president or vice president or governor of any state or minister of union or any state shall be eligible to contest the election. So you have to remember this important. Please read this line very carefully. Okay. Look at other important questions which are important for us. So look at, is the value of vote of each electorate or member is same? No. So answer here is no. Why? The value of vote of MLAs would differ from state to state. Okay, as the value of each such vote is calculated by process explained below. However, the value of vote of MP is same. So MLA's value is different, but vote value of member of parliament is same for every state. Okay. Same for every member state. How is the value of vote of member of electoral college calculated? How is the value of vote of member of electoral college is calculated? Value of vote of election is basically determined on basis of population of the state in accordance with the manner laid down in Article 55 Clause 2 of the Constitution. The Constitution 84 Amendment Act. Okay. 4 Amendment Act 2001 provided until the population figure for the first census to be taken after year 2026 have been published, the population of the state for the purpose of calculation of value of votes for the president election shall mean the population ascertained at the 1971 census. So here 1971 census population is taken as ascertained. Okay, the value of vote of each member of legislative assembly included in the electoral college is calculated by dividing the population of state concerned as per 1971 census by total number of elected member of assembly and the further dividing pointedly by 1000. If the remainder while so dividing is 500 or more, then the value is increased by 1. Okay. Total value of vote of all member of each state assembly is worked out by multiplying the number of elective seats in the assembly by number of votes for each member in respective of state. Okay, so the total value of vote of all the state block as are above in respect of each state and added together is divided by total number of elected member of parliament. Lok Sabha 543 plus Rajya Sabha 2 is also important, so you have to 543 of Lok Sabha and 233 of Rajya Sabha. Okay, value of vote of each member of parliament. Okay, the statement of value of MLAs and MPs as per article 55 clause 2 of the Constitution of India is given below. Other important questions are: is it compulsory for an elector at a president election to mark his preference for all candidates? Answer is no. Only the marking the first preference is compulsory for ballot paper to be valid. Marking other preference is optional. Okay, are the provision of anti-defection law or anti-defection law applicable in presidential election? So answer is no. Member of electoral college government according to their wish. Okay, and are not bound by any party whip. Voting is by a secret ballot and therefore party whip does not apply in this election. Okay, are nominated member of either House of Parliament or State Legislative Assembly eligible to vote at the election to the President of India? Answer is no. So elected member are not part of election of President of India. So only elected member of both Houses of Parliament and Legislative Assemblies are member of electoral college for president election. Okay, therefore nominated member cannot vote in this election as per article 54 of the Constitution. Can an elector at a president election exercise his vote by proxy? Answer is no. Whether the provision of nota are applicable? Answer is no. What are other important questions? Oath and affirmation by president. So every president and every person acting as a president or discharging the function of the president shall, before entering his office, make and subscribe in presence of Chief Justice of India. So president take oath in the presence of Chief Justice of India. You have to remember this important point. In his absence, senior most judge of Supreme Court has to available an oath or affirmation is the following. That is say that A.B. do swear in the name of God solemnly affirm that I will faithfully execute the office of President or discharge the function of a President of India and will the best of my ability preserve, protect and defend the Constitution and law, and that I will devote myself to the service and well-being of the people of India. So this is the oath and affirmation which a President has to take before entering his office. Okay. And the most important last question of our video is procedure for the establishment of President of India. Procedure for impeachment of the President of India. Okay, when a president is to be impeached for violation of Constitution, so how for which a president is impeached? So the important term is given. If he violates Constitution, he can be impeached. The charge shall be preferred by either House of Parliament, be it Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. No such charge shall be preferred unless proposal to prefer such charge contained in resolution which has been moved after at least 14 days. Notice in writing signed by not less than 1/4 total member of House has been given to their intention to move the resolution, and such resolution has been passed by a majority not less than 2/3 of the total member of House. So remember these all important points. When a charge has been so preferred by other House of Parliament, the other House shall investigate the charge on cause and charge to be investigated, and President shall have the right to appear to represent at such investigation. If as a result of investigation a resolution is passed by majority of not less than two-thirds total membership of the House by which the charge was investigated or caused to be investigated, declaring the charge preferred against President has been sustained, such resolution shall have the effect of removing the President from his office from the date on which the resolution is so passed. These were the important questions which were regarding the President's election. So you have to all remember this.